Hello, guys. Welcome back. This is the second season of the External View.
Welcome back, guys. We're very excited for the season.
Because we finally started the last year, sixth form.
Last year of school.
Yeah.
Well, yes, just last year. How do you feel about that, Con?
Quite excited, but also, obviously,
You scared?
not scared. I wouldn't say scared. Mostly excited, but there is this element of, nostalgia as well. How am I going to look back on these years when I'm in uni or when I have a job in the future?
Do you miss... Because you're from a different school, like me.
What do you mean?
We're both...
GCSE
level.
Yeah.
Both not from this school. Do you miss your old school much?
Yeah, definitely.
I do. I
can't say I won't. I don't, because obviously my friends that I met there as well, and because I moved schools, we don't really talk that much. And that kind of you kind of think back sometimes.
I think a lot about the memories I had of my old school. I definitely think about people a lot from my old school. I mean, it's partially my fault. I don't keep in contact with anyone. I just can't be asked, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's quite a bit of effort just to stay in contact with people.
Although not staying in contact, but if you have a really good friend, we live in the same area,
I feel like me and you will stay in contact, especially after.
Yeah.
But
I'm not saying in contact just messages. I'm saying going out and stuff.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
because for me that's easier than just constantly texting people. Because just texting people seems like there's no point sometimes.
Yeah, but let's say I go abroad. Let's say I get the big dream of going to the US for school.
Yeah,
that'll be hard to.
Okay, yeah, obviously after that
resort to FaceTime and.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, that's an iPhone, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's WhatsApp video call or something.
Just doesn't translate well for iPhone users.
Yeah. Apparently they don't use WhatsApp at all in the US. Apparently it's not a thing.
Is it?
I've recently found out. All they use is the normal messaging app. Your phone. UK's SMS.
Do they have iPhones and stuff?
Yeah, of course. It's the US. It's where the iPhone.
No, I mean do you mean the iPhone messaging app or
Well, yeah, but the same iPhone messaging app, because it's SMS, it can convert.
Oh, you mean just messaging apps in general,
yeah,
the default one?
Yeah, they don't use.
That's weird.
There's a singer. I forgot her name. She used to be a Disney star, a child actor.
Yeah.
She was saying how she was so surprised. I saw it on a video. She was saying how surprised she was by learning that WhatsApp was a big thing. She was so confused. She had to get used to using WhatsApp more. Because I mainly use WhatsApp to message people.
To be fair, it's not really that much different from your messaging app.
It's not, but I think it's easier.
It's I guess with the extra functionality in that, yeah, but it's mainly you could just message them.
It's, yeah.
Because WhatsApp takes down your number anyways.
Yeah.
You need someone's number to use it.
I mean, I think it's good for if you're doing international calls and texts because it's free.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Definitely.
That's true.
Yeah. Now, what's
But you can just get another app, social media, Snapchat or Instagram.
Yeah. But she... I forgot her name.
Because WhatsApp is basically I don't know, an extra app just for messaging people.
I think I use WhatsApp more than I use normal messages, to be honest.
No, yeah, definitely.
Especially when I first got my, a smartphone, because I used to have, a brick phone before.
In other countries, they have other apps as well.
Yeah, there's,
For example, Viber.
Viber was a big one, but I've never used it.
Is it?
Have you?
That's what we use in Greece mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure other countries as well.
Yeah. Now, to all external listeners on the External View, Con here is originated from Greece. Yeah, and came here for
You're 8.
Oh, sorry, not year 11. You're 8.
Yeah, that's 12 years old for anyone that doesn't know.
Yeah. How was that coming to a brand new country?
Yeah, it was crazy. To be fair, I didn't know English, grammar and vocabulary.
You did or did not?
I did.
Oh, so it wasn't extremely hard.
No, not. I mean, it was because like the accent and getting used to people just talking at you. Plus, I learned American English, not British, so
Oh, okay.
there is a bit of a difference there. For some words, and it was hard as well. I remember being in English, I was not understanding like a lot of the stuff.
Damn.
Then I just got used to it, to be honest. Just talking with people and
Yeah.
going to school every day kind of does that to you.
Yeah. School. Going back to the idea of school. I mean, school last year, man, it's kind of, for me, it's a bit scary, especially we've got all the big things happening right now.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be alright in the end. I can't lie. I'm kind of getting used to it, though. Don't you think so? Like, the process of just doing exams. Like,
Yeah, the process, yeah, but I don't want it to happen, you know.
What?
I'm just not looking forward to it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but think about it. You're turning 18 next year, right?
Yeah.
So that's something to, like, look forward to. Because you'll be able to drive by then.
I mean, I'm allowed to drive now if I
Allowed to
was
drive, but
competent enough, yeah.
not by, like... That's true, actually.
Yeah, you can get your license when
You
you're
can get your
17.
license, yeah. I'm just saying, like, drinking is illegal.
I know, man. School's interesting. It's gonna be an interesting year. Like, if we could it could be either really, really good for us, or if we flop, it's gonna be horrible. Like, really bad.
I don't think so. Like, even if you flop, there's still some option out.
I mean, I think you can redo year 13, but you would have to go back and
That's long, yeah.
it'll be very long. Or I don't know, you can just try and get a job straight after. What do you want to do for jobs in the future?
Architecture is my main thing right now. Like, I'm thinking about, yeah. That's why I'm doing art, just sort of practicing day in, day out. So just interested in the way, like, it uses maths and art, and sort of, like, intertwines them.
Higher maths and art student talking here, so
Yeah. What about you? Would you
Me?
interested in?
I mean, I want to do something creative as well. I want to get into film directing.
Oh, film.
Yeah,
That's sick.
I know. We're talking about this many times in the podcast before. With,
Yeah.
like with Daniel. But
just not as prominently. Like,
yeah. Yeah, no, film. It's just it sounds just like
sounds lovely. Yeah.
it's like a no, it just sounds like a fun thing to do, you know. It's also hard work, a lot of effort, but like the return, I think, it's like it's like the same for you, like your piece of work, your building being portrayed to the city. Yeah, that would be a great thing. My film,
Like being for the
portrayed,
community, obviously.
yeah, my film being portrayed to hopefully the entire world. You know, I would love
Yeah.
the entire world to be
Because I'm more local. You're gonna be like,
world famous. Hope
yeah.
that's the big dream. That's the big dream. I mean, I say they don't become that big. I don't know. But I'd love to. Like Tarantino's sort of lifestyle, that's how big I'd love to be. But, you know, only few people get that big. Damien Chazelle, you know, that guy's the GOAT in my opinion. One of the best directors of all time. But yeah, no. I would definitely, yeah, that's what I want to do. Have you done much, like, in architectural terms or towards...
I would say so. Yeah.
What have you done?
I did that work experience thing.
Oh yeah, during the summer.
Yeah. So we just had to come up with an idea. They gave us a brief. Basically, the first day we had a tour
Mm-hmm.
of King Cross Station. I don't know if you know what that is.
King Cross and Hume. I don't know. Is that a place?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about King Cross
Yeah.
Station. It's in like central, close central. It's quite famous because they rebuilt there used to be a train station there, I think.
You're confusing me, man. There's a train station that used to have a train station.
Nah, actually,
a train
station.
You are.
No, I'm just saying, like, because there's underground, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and overground. They call that just plain like train station, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
So basically, I think there used to be like a overground
Okay.
train station.
So you got a tour.
Well, there isn't.
What that was like.
No, but I mean it's rebuilt now, and it's like it's got all sorts of different things. It's got like a summer cinema, like
Yeah.
those ones are outside.
Yeah.
Put a projector in there. Yeah, and we just toured the whole place. We toured the station.
Overall, your sort of work experience was like understanding the architectural aspects of these buildings, right?
Yeah, because it was mostly Gothic sort of style.
Okay.
So Gothic is like highly ornamental.
Okay.
It's got Gothic architecture is usually like easily characterized by its windows as well, because it's got arched windows usually, like pointy arched windows,
Oh yeah.
those sort of windows.
Like the ones you'll see at a church.
Sort of, yeah. I think
You know those like big
No.
crystal ones,
not really, not with the mosaics, no,
but like that sort of shape.
but yeah, it's a bit pointier though. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's got a bit of a, like pointy.
Pointy, yeah,
top.
top. Yeah. I get what you mean.
And it's also got like I don't know what they call them. I forgot the terminology for it, but the windows have like lines, like crisscrossed lines.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think of like architecture? Do you think it'll be a fun job, or do you think it'll just be interesting, creative?
Just everything really, like
Everything, all of
because
us.
it's creative. You give back to the community as well. Gets you thinking. You get involved with a lot of people, like teamwork.
Have you heard of the phrase Ted Mosby architect? Ted Mosby the architect. Have you never heard that? Actually, with the whole time, so like his friends were trying to hunt down him, so he became this whole womanizer by saying Ted Mosby architect, and he was like pulling all these women and whatnot.
Yep.
So yeah, you could be Konstantinos the architect. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you know what the title architect is protected as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
It's kind of like trademarked, but it's not exactly trademarked, is it?
Well, so if I was,
So you can't like call yourself. I mean, obviously you can, but
is it like
legally you can't call yourself an architect
unless you
have a degree. Yeah.
Oh, is that like the same? You can't call yourself a doctor?
Yeah, exactly the same.
Okay.
So you put in your like.
No, but this guy in the show was playing an architect. That's the thing.
Right. Yeah. I'm just
He
saying.
was an architect.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
He wasn't just pretending to be an architect. Like, he was an architect, and he found out, if girls are attracted to this, he was like, yeah, I'm Ted Mosby, the architect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can't do like architectural practices without having a degree.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, yeah, that's probably illegal in most careers anyways.
Is it? So for film, for example, could you not like?
I don't think there's a degree. Like, anyone can get into film. I could get into the film trying.
Like if you make a film, right, you wouldn't have to have a degree.
I don't
film,
think so.
Like,
I don't think so.
so if you like a business,
Business, you don't need, like, for example, I don't think Elon Musk went to university, nor did Jeff Bezos. They never went to uni, I don't think. They just opened up their businesses and became rich. Obviously, it's not as simple as like Stepford like that, but like, you know what I mean. None of them have
just make a business and get rich. Like
none of them have a career, not career, but have a qualification like that. So I don't think.
I think. Don't know who it was, but they did start studying, and then they dropped out. It's not like
I
they
feel like
didn't go.
I feel like Elon Musk must have been in the educational system because he's a scientist. He's not just a philanthropist, but he's a scientist. He must have. I know Jeff Bezos definitely didn't go to school. I don't think Warren Buffett went to school. I feel like I don't know. It just makes sense for Elon Musk to have gone to school because he's a like crazy super genius scientist. And yeah, I mean, he made SpaceX and all these companies.
Yeah, he made all those, and then he decided to just buy Twitter and work on that. A bit confusing, I can't lie.
I
heard
this theory that the reason he bought Twitter, because like, you know how everything's run by the media,
right?
So if he owns the media,
just to influence.
So if he owns the media, who's in control now? He is. He can't buy Facebook, Twitter. Can't buy Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and that. That's all Mark Zuckerberg. He's not going to sell his rights to that. But Twitter, he can buy.
You know, Threads.
Threads, no. Oh, what, like Instagram Threads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, what was it? That was supposed to compete with Twitter.
What, Twitter gonna?
No, it's Threads was supposed to compete with Twitter. That's why it was created. Because it's basically the same thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure because Facebook owns Instagram. Or
Yeah.
With-
Facebook owns Instagram.
yeah, so that's because they wanted a way to compete with Twitter because Elon Musk had it.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg sort of thought Threads.
Yeah. I mean, I think overall it is about like power and control. I mean, he's the richest guy in the
That'll
world.
be your quote.
Yeah. I don't think it's a quote.
No, I mean like we should take that. Just
Yeah. But no, but he's
it's all about power.
the richest guy on paper in the world. I mean, I think there's like emperors and whatnot who are much richer than him. I think there are literally trillionaires in the world, but they're not as famous as Elon Musk, right? Because he was brought up in a very urban atmosphere.
But he doesn't even come out his house or anything like that. It's just,
No, he's very like he's like what you call like a bookworm. He's like
yeah,
always inside working. I feel like
he's not the type of person to get rich and then just start spending it all.
that's definitely Jeff
Just
Bezos.
living like, yeah,
Jeff
I would say,
Bezos.
yeah. Because now like, Amazon is pretty like,
No, but what is
he doesn't visit it often. I'm pretty sure. So.
You know, he only owns like 0.3% of Amazon. You know.
Is it?
Yeah, because Amazon a trillion.
To be fair, he
business.
created it though. So like,
No,
so he
owning that.
gets royalty and stuff, right?
No, owning that 0.3 or 3%. I might be making this up, but I'm pretty sure it's a very small percentage of Amazon. I think it's 3% or 5%, not 0 point, but 3 or 4, 5%. That 3 or 4, 5%.
That's a lot.
That's billions. Amazon is $1 trillion business. One of the biggest businesses in the world. And because you've got Amazon Prime Music, the delivery service. I don't know, Amazon's branched off into many things. But
Got movies as well.
yeah, Amazon Prime. They got the Prime movies.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's under the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
But when you said Prime, I was thinking of deliveries.
Yeah.
That as well.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, you don't watch movies on Amazon though. Who does that?
No, I've watched a few movies on Amazon.
Did it?
Yeah, because
Like some of them are exclusive, right?
what it is, right? I would watch if I'm let's say there's a specific movie I'd want to watch. I'll go Netflix first, then Disney Plus because I have Disney Plus now, and then I'll go Prime. If there's none of those, then the last resort. But
Yeah.
but
Can't talk about that.
yeah, can't talk about that. But you most likely it'll be in one of those three because Netflix is actually quite limited in terms of what you can watch on it. They don't sponsor every single film.
Unless you got VPNs,
Yeah, but even
you
that,
could just bounce around,
you have to guess which country's got that film.
or you could just search it up.
Oh yeah, there must be like some website that's got all the films, but then that's going to be one effort now to find which country's got your film.
That's true, yeah.
I don't know. It's just
Or you just go to the last resort. It has everything.
yeah, that's why the Lost Resort is probably the easiest resort.
Yeah.
But I think I think the interface and whatnot of Netflix, they've changed it now. Have you watched Netflix?
A little bit, yeah.
I actually like it. I like the way it looks.
I mean, it's basically the same thing.
It is, but it's like I don't know, it's changed slightly.
It's a bit different, yeah.
Yeah,
Like the recommended, like
yeah. And at the top you got the genre stuff as well.
yeah.
And if you want to watch a movie or series, I like it. I think it's good. I mean, Netflix is another like $1 billion business. I say dollar because I think they're American businesses. Because Blockbuster was in America, and then I don't know, it might be British. I don't know.
There was Blockbuster in Britain as well.
Yeah. Oh, it was. Obviously, got tech.
I think it was mainly American.
It probably got franchised around the world. It was one of the biggest companies. But
Yeah. And then just flopped.
yeah. We studied it in GCSE Media Studies.
All right.
Netflix that overtook Blockbuster. Blockbuster made a big mistake. Basically, Netflix was basically just a DVD company, so they weren't like they are right now.
Right.
And they were going bust, so they offered Blockbuster a sum of money to buy out Netflix, just to get a bit of money and stuff. The owners of Netflix
Yeah.
gave an offer to Blockbuster, the owner of Blockbuster, said, here's a certain amount of money, can you buy us out, please? They would just take the money and that's it. They'll probably open another business, whatever the owners want to do with the money.
Right. Right. So they could just block the competition.
Yeah, Blockbuster said, nah, you're not worth it. Like, they're already failing. Next thing you know, Blockbuster had now gone bust. Netflix now dominating the
Yeah.
audience.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. They made a big mistake.
I mean, you couldn't have known then.
Well, I don't
think is that a mistake?
It's not really, because I don't think they would have done what Netflix has done now with Netflix. Like if they bought Netflix, there's no way they would have done what they.
I'm not saying like mistake in general. I'm just saying in that sort of time frame. Like if you're competing with a business and they're failing, and they ask you, "Oh, buy us out because we're failing," would you do that? Like it would just feel like money you're just wasted.
It is. I don't know.
So like to be fair, at that time,
yeah. I mean, it's like someone asking, "We got a business, we're failing. Here's a number. If you buy us out, you've got a pre-made business.
Yeah.
Yes or no? You want to buy us out?"
Pre-made failing business.
Yeah, it's a failing business, but it's a business which you could then build up yourself.
But
It's the same way as like property, right? Imagine someone's offered you a low-end house and they say, "All right, you want to buy this house?" And you say yes. You buy it, you make the house look better, then you sell it for more. Or you don't sell it, you just keep it and make it appreciate in value.
I mean, yeah, but if the business is already failing, you wouldn't look at it in a positive light, because that would need a lot of work to be built up.
Anyways,
fix it.
Anyways, Blockbuster's gone. Netflix are dominating. Although I feel like people are unsubscribing to Netflix. You know, there's that thing you can't use Netflix now.
We mean between two people.
Yes,
Password.
you can't share your password. So
how did they know that?
I think what it is, if your device that's got Netflix is not being used, so they check your Wi-Fi. If it's not being used by the in the household, which the whoever pays for it isn't, that owns the house.
Yeah. What if you got relatives in Greece?
Yeah, I think after a month, if you don't return to Greece once a month into that household, you can't use that account. I think that's how it works.
Yeah, I think that's lies though, because that never happened to me.
No, it got blocked. I know one of my family. There wasn't our Netflix, but one of my family. Oh no, actually no. My granddad's Netflix.
Yeah.
He was using our Netflix.
Yeah.
We signed into his TV at home in Mauritius.
Yeah.
Can't use it anymore because it's not the same Wi-Fi as the one in our house.
What does it say? Like there is.
It just logs you out. And there's try and log back in, it won't log back in.
What does it say when you try to log in?
It just says incorrect. It just won't log you in, and he got very confused and just gave up because he hardly used Netflix anyways, but he just gave up. But yeah.
I don't know, that hasn't like happened or anything.
Yeah, I mean Netflix. Yeah, I feel like people unsubscribing for that purpose, but I don't know. Netflix can do what they want. They got a lot of money. I mean, yeah. What were we talking about? Careers, right?
Just like.
I mean, yeah, I wanted to get into the film industry.
What we want to get into.
I know there's a lot of people telling me,
why film?
I'll tell you this, right? Film's a complete accident. I never wanted to do it before. I wanted to do, so at GCSEs, one of my subjects was business studies. And there was an overload of students that picked business studies, right?
So you couldn't get it?
I didn't get it, and I got my second choice, which I just put down the first choice I saw, and I saw media studies. I didn't think I would not get business, but I didn't get business, I got media studies. And that was all about film, TV shows, newspapers, magazines, all that.
Just graphics in general, right?
Well, it's just the media as a whole.
Oh, right.
Everything that's resort to media, spreading media. That's what we learn about media studies. And film was one of them. And it's just something I genuinely liked. I liked the teacher. He got me into it. Me and him used to talk about Back to the Future quite a bit. Back to the Future.
Oh, right, yeah.
And
isn't that like one of your favorites?
It is, because it's just all three films I think are perfect. They fit together very well. Most people don't like number 3 because it's like a Western sort of thing. But it just doesn't fit well, but I liked it. I mean, I like cowboy stuff.
To be fair, you said you like The Flash as well.
Shush, man. I still... Look,
and other people don't like it.
No, I can see why people don't like it, because I have rewatched it, right? There's parts of it that's just like,
Don't They're a bit mid.
That could have been done a lot better.
To be fair, you were like really excited. I feel.
I was really excited.
I feel like that made a difference as well.
That did, because when I first watched it, I was like, yeah, that's perfect.
And then
Now I
second
watch it, I'm
time,
like, yeah, it's not as. I think they could have got rid of, like, spoilers, by the way, if anyone's not watched it. I mean, it's been months now, so it's your own fault. But the Nicolas Cage bit at the end and Christopher Reeves when they add those new. You probably don't know who they are, do you?
I know Nicolas Cage, but
Nicolas Cage played a version of Superman, but never got released because of like, just was rubbish. The film never got. I don't think it ever got made either. I think it was just he tried the costume on, and they were like, "Yeah, this looks bad." He had long hair and everything, but they put it at the end of the Flash film, saying like it's an alter reality of Superman. I think all of that could have been cut out.
what like behind the scenes sort of.
No, it was in the film. They did rush it, I think, but I would have been perfectly fine waiting it and going for a better film, because I think could have been better. I think if they had it.
So they never released it.
No, that was released. All that what I was talking about was in the film.
Well, the Nicolas Cage
Yeah.
Superman.
Yeah, he was in it.
They released it.
No, the Nicolas Cage film never got released, but his version of Superman was in the Flash film.
Oh right, yeah,
Completely stupid.
Yeah,
And then bringing George Clooney back as Batman, which was worst Batman ever. George Clooney, great actor, but his Batman film was horrible. It was genuinely horrible. I watched it. It's such a cringy movie, like, because it's whoever the director was. I forgot his name. He's very famous. Just did a bad job of it.
But then there's also like the opposite side of that, like films that do really good but they don't get released. Something about
Sound of Freedom. The Sound of Freedom. I think there's
some spice.
Yeah, if
for the viewers.
if you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't.
Just one of the top films that came out.
This year.
Yeah.
It's a very good film in my opinion.
What would you say? It was Oppenheimer better? Or
Oh, Oppenheimer was definitely better.
Sound of Freedom?
So, but I think what it was, Oppenheimer is a very good film. Sound of Freedom.
Who was Christopher Nolan, right?
Yeah, Nolan.
Yeah.
He directed the Batman films. That's how you know.
I was watching on Netflix. Another film of his came out. I don't remember which one it was.
Are you talking about the one with DiCaprio?
No. It was one.
Interstellar or something. I think it was.
Not Interstellar, but it was about time again. I feel like Christopher Nolan likes to play with time a lot in his films.
I guess so.
Because obviously Oppenheimer, there were two.
I mean, he's a very creative version.
I don't remember what it was.
He's a very creative man. That's all.
It was about like inverse bullets or something like that.
Oh, Tenet.
Tenet, yeah.
I haven't watched
That was a really good film. He was
I
actually
haven't watched it. I didn't knew that. You said the inverse bullets, and I remember I saw the trailer. I was like,
inverted bullets.
yeah, I saw that trailer.
Stuff like that.
Yeah,
It was basically mind blowing, like, because
I remember that was like one of the first films that came out after COVID.
COVID. Okay.
Yeah, it was like one of the first films that came out after like
They just put it on Netflix, so I just watched.
Yeah.
It was actually like because you had different timelines,
yeah.
so not exactly
Different,
different
isn't it?
timelines, but it was yeah.
And I know you had Batman in it, Robert Pattinson, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think. And basically, it's just about like inverted time
Yeah,
and normal time. So clash against each other. It's actually inverted everything, but
yeah.
yeah.
Alright, so yeah, I think the summer's been alright. Like getting ready for school and everything. Year 13.
I mean, yeah, because we've got our careers to look forward to now.
Yeah,
Like what we actually want to do.
yeah. I mean, everything's coming super real right now. Like now we're becoming 18 soon. Everything's becoming really real. Like
We're gonna be held more accountable for everything.
responsibilities, everything's coming in.
Yeah. Especially for the people that are going to go to like live in campuses,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah,
They have to have jobs for that,
yeah.
or they can just get into debt, I guess. Till they go
Just getting to get that. Yeah,
till they have a degree, I guess.
yeah. Anyways, we hope all of you had a great summer, and yeah, all of you are gonna have a great year. Especially if you listen to external view, or you're gonna get straight sevens. I hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, thank you for listening.
See you later.